All right, for our next session, I want to welcome Tim Jenka and Scott Christensen from GrayMatter. Hey guys, how you
Hi.
doing?
Doing well, Jeremy. How are you?
Good,
Doing
doing
good.
well. Thanks to you both for being here at Empower Up Live. We're really happy to have you and lucky to have you here. So actually, I want to get right into our Q&A today. How does GrayMatter's approach, to securely monitoring remote distributed industrial assets, kind of stand out?
It's one of the cool things of the way Deception Guard and Remote Guard that we're talking about here today leverage a capability. I mean, think about that for all of us, whether that's at work in your water system or at home, right? You are responsible. Your network edge, your security tools are responsible for every IP address on the planet, and so whether that's a client or whether that's a third party service provider, great, we want those. But think about the second cell phone in somebody's pocket in Bangladesh. That if it has access to the internet, it can find you, and your firewall, that firewall you said you had, has to do something with it. Hopefully, it's set properly to drop the connection request, but it does nothing to that IP. It can come back and do that 10,000 times this hour, right? And so, as good security soldiers, we're following compliance. We'll say, all right, let's keep dropping that, and we're going to log our drops, and we're going to put them in our SIM, and someone's going to analyze them, and we're going to have to store that for our retention period from an IP address they would never, ever, ever want to talk to, or don't get within a mile of our treatment facility. So having a technology that understands that context of who are you, where are you, what are you, why are you, right? And keep it away from my crown jewels is critical. And it needs to do that at wire speed. And that's what we're talking about here.
The other part about it too is technology that if one aspect of my environment learns a behavior, a policy, something I do not or want to allow, my whole infrastructure should learn it. It should not be an administrative lift to say, oh, I noticed some strange traffic trying to talk this remote water station. And I now have to create policy for all my other, hundreds of remote stations. I should be able to learn it here and apply it everywhere. We talk a lot of times about the hive mind, right? That's the thing Tim and I love about the concept of
Right.
if I learn something here, my AI now can develop the policy and rules that deploy it across my infrastructure. I don't require this massive administrative lift where someone goes into my CLI and they're writing a bunch of code to say, oh, we don't want this at this water tower. We don't want it at this one. I'm not spreading it across. It's automatically happening for me, making it efficient and automated. The same way we automate inefficiencies everywhere else, I should be able to do some of that within my security paradigm too.
If you think about the way we've deployed this tech, whether it's Deception Guard working together with Remote Guard to protect your core and your remotes, we're allowing small teams to move more quickly because the engine is so powerful and gives you the opportunity to decide what to do and writes the rules for you. To Scott's earlier point, if you have 500 locations, a nibble on one with this technology promulgates and corrects it or defends it at 500 at wire speed. So that means you don't have 499 more sets of keystrokes to do. And we'll hear, oh, I have a console, and say, right? Of course you do, right? And the point is that you need the technology to work for you, to allow you to work smart, not hard, and
Right.
do it at wire speed with no
Exactly.
false positives. And that's what we have here on the table.